I was my unmuted. Technical issues. We are live. What's up? What's up? What's up? This is the Lit Stream. I am Crunk Chocolate. I'm here with the show, bro. Sharpie Charlie. What's up, my boy?
Oh, happy Thursday, everybody! It's great to be back. I'm way happier this week. Last week I crashed out. Can't happen tonight because UNC is not playing. So I am on cloud nine. I have peace in my heart. Nobody can hurt me in sports tonight.
I forgot you literally crashed out. Like you
Yeah.
just Irish goodbye on the list stream. You just literally crashed out.
Well, see, Irish goodbye is way more like passive. That was super aggressive. That was a real American goodbye. That was I'm fucking gone. Goodbye, everyone. Good day. I don't care about you anymore.
Yeah,
I am going through a lot of things.
And you're just like
stressed. Watching your team lose a 19-point lead for all my footy fans is like watching your team give up a 4-goal lead in 40 minutes. Like it was terrible. It's terrible. But we're here though. We're happier. City's in a better place. I'm in a better place.
We're not here to talk about that. Yes, we have a wonderful show for you. We have on for the first time the homie Iain. Come on, you Spurs. We'll try not to depress him too much because dark times there. But I speak for us. We have guests, and Deep D is a gunner. So we'll see. Maybe she'll hold some punches if Riverside lets her on. I had some technical difficulties on her end, and then our good friend Simo coming through, representing for United. Actually, let's just get the guests in. No light banter. Let's let them in. Say hello to everybody. Hey, everybody's made it. Let's go.
Deep T made it. Hey, Deep T.
There we go. What's up, Deep T? Oh, hold on. There we go.
How y'all? Can you hear me, Bob?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, we got you.
Can you hear me now? Perfect.
Yeah.
It's been stormy here, so my Wi-Fi is going in and out. So I'm gonna last as long as I can.
Okay. I know. I was supposed to get some storms here too, but nothing. It's been very chill, very chill. And then I talked to like family that's down south, and they're like, it's 90 degrees.
Like, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. We're cooked.
Oh man. Oh wow. Okay, so it's international break. There are a lot of World Cup qualifying games going on. Well, they had already happened. I am not gonna lie. I don't actually care. I'm the type of guy that is just like, bro, just bring in the World Cup. I don't care about these qualifying matches. It's cool. It's fun stories. I'm happy everybody else is happy. But me, myself, like, I don't care, bro. I do not care.
The Brazil-France match was far more interesting to me than any of the qualifiers. And I didn't even get to watch it because of work, but like just following it, like seeing who was playing, like that's a potential like semifinal, quarterfinal in the World Cup. So to see those teams go against each other now was pretty dope.
I gotta say, as an English home nations supporter, seeing like Wales, Northern Ireland, and Republic of Ireland crash out was kind of funny. So,
that's valid. Crunk, I'm the opposite to you. I love qualifiers, and like I follow the qualification for pretty much, I guess more on like the women's side, but all the different confederations, and I love it. And like they've made it kind of more complicated than it needs to be, I'd say.
Yes.
But that almost makes it more interesting, and like the different variations that can come out and who can like make it and whatever. So I like it. But like you said, like at the end, the big tournament is what's necessary. But I think this is a good like build up.
Mm-hmm. For sure.
I do like watching. Oh, Simo, I'm sorry.
I was gonna say I just love the narratives, right? So like the storylines behind everything, even if it's not an actual match. Like for example, obviously Iran is in the news a lot, right? They might not go to the World Cup. I'm like, who's gonna go? Who's gonna get that spot, right? That's something that I just really find so interesting. I really hope it's not Italy, and that's all. Obviously it'd be great if Iran could come, but if I could see a Nigeria go in there and take that spot up, that would be pretty nice.
It's funny, back in like the 92 Euros, I forget who dropped out. It might have been like Yugoslavia or somebody. Denmark came in and like went pretty deep in that. Did they win it? Was that Schmeichel when they won it?
I believe so.
You know, we could see the same thing.
Yeah, it'd be really cool.
We could.
Yeah, obviously. I mean, I guess it depends on who takes around spot, but that I'll be rooting for him.
I hope they can come.
Yeah. Oh, 1,000%.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, they have.
Can I pose a
Go
question?
for it. Please.
With this being the first 48 country World Cup, does anybody feel like it's watered down? Like the qualification doesn't mean as much anymore?
Mm.
And at first I thought it would, right? But then I saw what the Haitian fans looked like after Haiti qualified, and after that I'm kind of like, you know what? Like, it is kind of nice to see everybody just get really excited and back their home country or whatever national team they're going to support. So I think I will have to see how it plays out. But as of right now, I'm trying to be as optimistic as possible in a situation where everything points towards pessimism, right? Like, even just going to a World Cup game, you're like paying 4 times the price on parking that you would have been paying regularly for. So it's one of those things that's like, who knows how it'll turn out.
It means less to some and a way more to others. So I feel like on balance, it probably is better, but I hate change. So like, keep it at 32. That's what I grew up with.
I mean, I just got over the home goal rule in Champions League, like the away goal rule. Like, I just finally got over it. Like this.
Hey, 4 years. That's okay.
Yeah. I'm still getting over the back pass rule. I can't.
Yeah, that is the only good thing is the fact that people are going to be able to see the World Cup who have never really, or it probably wouldn't if they don't do this expansion. And then you kind of get that thing where they're hoping to get their first win, and then if they don't get their first win, now we're just like rooting for them to score a goal, and it goes from like this dark thing to actually kind of like really light, because then they score and everyone's like, they scored.
Yeah.
It feels like real Disney moment for a second, and then you go back to, that's the only goal they've scored in 3 games and have gotten smacked by like 20 goals. So it's it'll be fun. And again, this is like the unfortunate thing about the World Cup being where it is because this should be one of the most joyous moments of so many people's lives, and it's
you're telling me you're not excited about Jelly Roll doing the theme for the
I still
World
haven't
Cup,
heard
man?
it.
Have you all heard the
still
song?
haven't heard it.
Okay,
I still haven't heard it.
You don't need to.
Nope.
I didn't know
That's
that
what everyone
existed
tells
until
me.
right now. Literally, that was breaking news to me, Simo. No, and I love that about me and my algorithm. It hasn't popped up at all.
See,
great.
now that we have multiple people who haven't heard it, if the stream wouldn't get like immediately shut down, I would play it.
And I'm glad you can't. Look at that. I'm so glad you can't.
Yeah.
Experience.
Can one of you just sing it for us, just so we get a vote?
It's probably going to be the same.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that's horrible. What a perfect, terrible representation of America. Like, it's perfectly accurate and like so terrible.
It's accurate for the time, which is horrible.
Yeah.
Because like I feel like everything else about the World Cup is absolutely not what's happening, right? Like, it represents everything else about America, but like they're putting their little whatever. They're bringing themselves into it.
Yeah, no, they're definitely inserting themselves into it. Yeah, because there's no reason why it should be Jelly Roll. Like, there are so many other artists, and that's the unfortunate thing, because usually the World Cup song, like, it bangs, it's one of those things where I hate it, but they find the like catchiest 3 seconds in the song. So every time they catch to the break, it's like da 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 da, and you're just like, before you know, you have that part stuck in your head, and you're like,
They got me.
I'm just praying to God that won't
Okay.
happen.
What's the best World Cup song?
Mm.
In your
Official or otherwise?
I guess whichever.
South Africa was fire.
Official, but,
1986.
See, that's ahead of my time. That's before my time.
Because I'm an old person. I'm sorry.
I mean, for me, 2010, and the official one is obviously the Shakira song, and then unofficial, Waving Flag.
Waving
I love
Flag,
that song.
agreed.
Yeah. Oh, I do remember that song. Man, Kanan, he was killing it for a while, man. And I'm sure
It was
he's
a good
still
summer for him.
doing his
It was a
thing
good summer.
elsewhere. Yeah, it was.
I did not think that would come up on the stream
Whoa.
today, but I love it. See, that's why we do this. You never know what you're gonna get. I wasn't ready for that reference at all. Thank you.
I
See?
know, right? Well, that's why when I saw it, I was like, whoa, I haven't heard that name in forever. I wasn't aware that Giorgio Moroder did the 1990 Italy one. I gotta listen to that when that's over because I'm sure that shit smacks. Oh my god! Imagine some Italian EDM as the World Cup
Right?
theme music. Oh man, wow, wow. Simo, I actually want to hear your thoughts on this. Technically, as a neutral, I like how you have just like city-based topics that you
Oh yeah,
added.
yeah.
You
I
know,
mean, look,
you don't have to do city. You can talk about whatever you want.
they've been on my mind a lot
But
recently.
hey, well, we're here to help. We're here to help. Let's start off with the turkey Pep. I assume you're talking about the kick-ups, and it just pans to Pep just being like,
Well, I always mention this on my own show, and then last time I was here, I talked about it. The ultimate metric to somebody like me is something called aura. That's all I care about. That's really what ultimately matters more than anything else, more than XG. I had a statistic I created for Joshua Zirkzee. Joshua Zirkzee has never scored a meaningful goal for Manchester United, but when he was on the pitch, there was something I like to call XN, expected nutmegs. Joshua Zirkzee made sure he had a nutmeg by the end of the 90 minutes. That was his only concern, and that's what he was good for. If there was a place where you could bet on nutmegs, you could definitely make some money off Zirkzee. So back to the aura conversation. Ryan Cherki has incredible aura, right? This is an Algerian that grew up in France, right? So already there's a dynamic there that's happening. I have a cousin, I'm Moroccan. I have a Moroccan cousin in France that lived in Lyon. So I know exactly what kind of person Ryan Cherki is. Seeing him, quote unquote, take the piss out of Pep Guardiola and then force the handshake afterwards. Pep needs some friction in his life, but on a very
1,000%.
playful banter level. Right, like he needs like a young kid who can kind of still piss him off, but it's like in a loving situation. You guys, I've spoken plenty of times. I think Pep Guardiola is great. I love him, even off the pitch, right? Like he's so outspoken about Palestine and a plethora of other issues. So like just as a gentleman, he's so well dressed too. So there's admiration there from a rival fan, right? Like Pep Guardiola is a cool guy to me. He's a funny guy in the same way. I've talked to you about the memes where he's getting chased on a bicycle, right? Trying to get away. So overall, I'm a big fan of Pep, even if I'm not a fan of City, right? So Ryan Cherki playing with the ball towards the end of the game, just it's what football needs. It's what English football needs specifically. I think it's so much personality. I've mentioned Aura before. The next person I want to see do this, like I said, we have a Spurs gentleman here. I want to see Simons do this, man. Come on, this guy was at PSG. We know he could hoop.
He's got to hit the pitch and not be surrounded by like 10 people who've forgotten how to pass the ball.
So I'm a real big fan of Siemens. I was like, I know he's not going to come to City because Pep would actually probably murder him. So it's probably for the best. But I see the vision with him. And then when he went to Tottenham, that it's kind of what happens over the years. It's just like, oh, that's a good move. Oh, that's a good move. And then it just unfortunate things continue to happen, like the Kudus move. I thought that was like great for all parties involved, and it's just kind of unfortunate how nothing came of that either.
Well, it was good, and then he got injured.
That's fair.
He's been out for 3 months, so he went down just after we saw Brennan Johnson because we're cursed. But that's been the story of the last 2 seasons, apart from one notable exception. I like Simo, Xavi. Like he's great. He isn't seeing the pitch at the moment because it Tudor's chopping and changing. He doesn't know what his lineup is. It's clear that he prefers Xavi in the Champions League, which is now done, obviously. And I don't know. I feel like on Sunday I would have liked to have seen him played. We were going to have more of the ball, and that seemed like a place to have probably your most technically astute player. Instead, we didn't. We shit the bed instead. Sorry for demonetizing your stream.
No, it's fine. Hey, we hit after 15 minutes. We're good.
Yeah, but yeah, he's a great player. He seems like a great character. I mean, he's got resting sad boy face, but he seems to be getting into the kind of like the history of the club and stuff like that. He's done a few videos with Ledley King, Michael Dawson, walking around some of the local pubs in the area. And that's just really cool to see as a fan. You were talking about aura earlier, Simo, but that's part of it. It's little things like that only the fans see. It's cool. I like him. I hope that hope that we stay up, and I hope that he sticks around.
I mean, let's stay there because it
Yeah, I was
doesn't
gonna ask.
like I know. Go for it, DP, because we're probably gonna
No,
ask the
just
same
Oh
thing.
yeah, no, this isn't fair.
Yeah, I'll
You
probably
wanna
gonna say
no.
I don't even feel like me being an Arsenal fan is like
Yeah.
hilarious. This is hilarious. I'm just gonna grill you. But no,
Yeah.
what percentage do you think, or like where do you, as a fan, do you think they're gonna go down?
I think
I know
so.
like hope is gonna stay up, but you think they will?
I can't see where a win's coming from. I can barely see where a goal's coming from. It's been bad. We've been the worst team. I should be hopeful, but I mean, Sunday was brutal. Like we lined the streets, we gave it our all. There's been an awful lot of like heat that Spurs fans have received this year for like getting on Thomas Frank's back last year, which clearly we were right. And there's other things. It's just like the pundits getting on us and saying that we're not giving people time, but like it's clear that the wheels are falling off whatever was left of the bus that Harry Kane and Son left, right? Daddy Ange left us. It's so like my hope is on the floor. Like 3 weeks ago, I think I made peace with the R word, and then like we had that result against Liverpool, which was like great, surprising, and then like the Atleti result at home, like okay, maybe we're turning a corner, and then Forest turn up and just roll us. So I can't see where it comes from unless West Ham or Leeds or somebody else just doesn't win a game before the end of the season. Like that's my biggest hope. But you never know.
Yeah.
Like it can change in like a weekend. Who knows?
I mean, I guess I get the idea of going down will help you regroup, but they have way too many players making way too much money in a giant stadium that holds all these people. Like they like legitimately cannot afford to go down. Like it's just like money wise. Yeah.
I mean, a lot of those players have 50% contract cuts apparently, but like Conor Gallagher's on 200 and something £1,000 a week. Like it's still 100 grand in the championship. That's like more than Oxford's entire like squad gets paid.
Wow. Oh man. So yeah, because it'd be like a mass exodus. And like West Ham, I just don't trust West Ham. Like and that's really what the question is. It's like, do you think, who do you trust more? And obviously Tottenham at this moment, they are on a real terrible spiral, but like West Ham, I've been wanting them and Wolves to get relegated for like 3 seasons now, and so we're finally here. And I just like I can't lose this. I can't lose this. I need this.
Flush that to.
And
I don't know.
What's it like for the players? Do you think though, if like having now obviously they're out of Champions League, but playing in a Champions League game and like a knockout stage versus also trying to like stay alive in the Premier League, what even goes on mentally in that? I can't even fathom.
You know, the behavior and the mentality of the players has been chatted about a lot by Spurs fans, and fortunately not entirely like fairly. There's been an awful lot of talk about, oh, these guys aren't fighting for the shirt, yada yada yada, but completely ignoring kind of what you're getting at, which is these are young men who are in the public eye, who, you know, have got tons of pressure on them, and I think that mentally they're not there for this. I don't think the fans are either. I think it's like top to bottom, like club wise. And sorry to bring down the tone, but I feel like the players were signed for an expectation and they're nowhere near it. And the fans as well. You know, you can say, oh, these entitled Tottenham fans, but relegation for a team in this position is unheard of in the Premier League, apart from like Leicester. But like,
there's trade-offs for winning that trophy, man.
I mean, I'll take it.
You know, yeah, and you're always supposed to have these like players who help you learn like what it means to represent the shirt. Yeah. And you know, who is that? That's like James Maddison. It's Richarlison, and James Maddison is like constantly hurt. Like, who are these people who are supposed to like help people find that pride if it is missing? So
that's a great question.
It's tough.
That's a great question. Not something I'd really thought about. Madison's the closest, but he's not been there that long.
Yeah,
4 years now. 3 years.
And Richarlison, you know,
he's been injured 55% of it too.
Yeah, Sonny going was huge.
Yeah. He's living it up in LA now.
So if you ask me for a percentage on relegation, which, as I say it, I've got the bile coming up into my mouth. I don't know. I'll be charitable to myself and say 50-50.
I think I'm going to be hopeful here. Like, I really think Spurs has a 1-point lead on West Ham, and they have the huge goals difference advantage, right? Like, so it's almost like a 2-point lead right now. Like, it's going to be really hard to blow 11 goal difference. And West Ham isn't that good.
But we already have. We had like a plus 20 odd goal difference. We're hemorrhaging goals. It doesn't
Hey, I'm living in the moment.
Yeah.
I'm not looking in the past. We got 7-8 matches. I need a North London derby. I need all the London derbies. I don't want to see you all go.
We need you locked in.
Wrexham next year. I need to see you where you're supposed to be. And yeah, I'm rooting for you all. Truly, I'm rooting for y'all. Like, get rid of West Ham. I don't care. Get rid of Wolves. Like, whatever. Get rid of Forest. Who cares?
You guys too. I'm rooting for you guys too. I care
Salute.
about like Arsenal winning the league like this much now compared to where I was, because relegation's huge. But if you could do that for us, that would be nice. Sorry.
This would be the ultimate bottle job. Won't it, Deep T? Wouldn't it be the ultimate bottle job?
No comment.
No, please comment. This is what we're here for. Let's talk about it. Let's flip to the other side of North London. Let's get red now.
Oh yeah, I mean, if you want to go there, yeah. I think it's known. I follow the women more closely than I do the men. The men are kind of, I follow the men because I follow the women. But yeah, obviously I would love for them to win the league. And this, like, the Carabao Cup was embarrassing, but also the least. I mean, you're gonna hate that I say this, but like, yeah, I mean, it is the least of our trophies that anybody wants. So
100%.
there's still 3 up for grabs, and if we even get one of them, obviously I think like some pressure will be off, but obviously getting one, and the league is the biggest, I think. Not even Champions League. I feel like the league is even bigger than that in this season.
Yeah. Oh yeah, no, because this is your best chance to win the league, because we're going to see a lot of retooling in the summer. So many teams are back, it seems. I guess we'll see, because teams in the top 4 usually are struggling, yes, but we're seeing it with like Sunderland. They're kicking ass. Everton, Brentford, they're both in chances to be in a UEFA competition. That's insane to think about. So we're seeing more of the parity, or maybe this is just like a one-off and everything kind of like snaps back into what it is. But United, who were struggling,
we're back
a couple seasons ago. Yeah, you're back. So like it just kind of shows you that if you just don't get relegated, you can straighten things out.
No,
like,
it is.
That is just the point.
You rest, they won't catch us up. You got to outspend your rivals. Like, I don't know. I think Arsenal will do it this year. Honestly, I can't. I think it would take something huge for you guys to drop the ball. But hopefully, I don't share your opinion that this is their season to get it, because it's a World Cup year. So all those players coming back in a kind of weird position. I don't know. I wouldn't count Arsenal out next year. I'm being too nice.
Yeah, it seems like.
Oh, you're being way too nice, because
I'm
like,
a polite
this is City's
young man.
floor.
How dare you?
This is City's floor right here. Like, this is the worst it's gonna get.
Yeah.
And next year, like, everybody comes back, even if Roger goes, whatever. Like, I love the young talent, the attacking talent. Maybe Pep's last ride for real this time. Yeah, I feel like we've hit the floor in that run in the start of the year. Now we're going on our way up. Push Arsenal to the end. I've conceded Arsenal might win. I'm okay with that. Yeah. We messed it up with our draws. But this is going to be a fun end of the season, just to see what happens. And like the FA Cup, we could have a rematch. We could play Arsenal 3 times in 3 months. Yeah. I would love to see
it. And to be honest, a Carabao and an FA Cup for City, that's a W. Like that true. Like this season was a rebuild. We're doing much better, because even last season that October to December run where it was 1 win in those 3 months.
Your manager was talking about hurting himself. He had to apologize.
Yeah, because people were like losing their minds. It's like, did you
it got so
like,
bad.
oh my god, right?
Hey, you got to hit rock bottom and know what it feels like. You don't know what rock bottom is till you hit that floor, and it's like, ooh, this hurts. And it was
I find that the bottom keeps going.
Haven't found it yet. Haven't found it. I think a Wolves loss like 4-0 would be rock bottom for y'all. Like if Wolves somehow just hit you for four, I think
Yeah.
that would be rock bottom.
Yeah.
But I don't think it's gonna happen.
Yeah.
Yeah, like yeah, Pep's lady left him. The team was doing absolutely awful. All the players that he was wanting to do great were failing him. He was lost, and now he's surrounded by a bunch of kids who are doing like that's why he's thankful for the Bible Bros for Doku, Semenyo, and Gehi because they come in, they bring the nice and the calm, and then you have like Shirky and Reinders and like these bros who are just like too lit and they need to chill out. And but like I said, that friction is good for Pep. It keeps him interested. It keeps him locked in. I remember like 2 seasons ago when he started using the word vibes. Like all of a sudden he just started like saying vibes, and I was like, why is Pep using the word vibes? And now he uses it all the time. And he's just like always talking about the vibes.
He's a dad.
Yeah, I was gonna say, as a man on the wrong side of 40 with a bald head, like he shouldn't be doing that. I use it, and it's awkward.
Yeah, I'm liking the way that it's all headed. We got money for Jack Grealish. Like, well, obviously it has to come this summer, but it's coming. Even with them hurt, they're not sending him back to us. Everton, you're stuck with him now. No takebacks. So, give us that money. I don't really care what you want to give us.
15 million, take him away. 15. That's all.
Yeah.
Let's take it. Let's take it.
We know you can't afford that 60. That's heavy. That's heavy for anybody in this economy. So yeah, 15. We'll call it even. We'll move on. We'll move on. Oh my god. Actually, this is interesting. Okay, so we know there's going to be a lot of changes and a lot of teams, players, but the manager conversation is a very interesting one. Obviously, Tottenham is one of them. If Arsenal somehow don't win any trophies, I think Arteta's out of here. I'm just kidding. I'm just being ridiculous.
No, I'm yeah. I agree, honestly. If he doesn't win anything, I think so. Or at least like that conversation is to be had. Yeah.
Are there rumors about who else might be like looked at?
I haven't really heard anything. I mean, just like fans saying stuff, obviously. But I think if it gets, within the next like 3-4 games, if it comes to a point where we do bottle the lead, and like I wouldn't say just losing the league will get him sacked, but maybe not getting a single trophy this season.
Yeah, it'd have to be that. Yeah, because even if he gets one, again, that is a trophy. It's a
I don't know.
Direction.
I feel like getting an FA Cup and not getting the other two actually will look terrible. Like if you win that, because again, that's the third. Like Carabao was fourth on the list. FA is clearly third. Only doing FA when you that means you bottle the league and you giving up having a perfect Champions League run at some point, right? Like I think everybody has to produce at some point. And if Ange can get fired after winning the actual UEFA, like winning Europa League, I feel like Arteta could be like, hey, I haven't won a trophy since that first FA Cup. Like, there's more for Arsenal. And, like, that City match actually exposed his weaknesses more than anything else.
I wouldn't use Tottenham shooting themselves in the dick as, like, an excuse. It's like an explanation.
Fair. But I'm saying, right, it's like we've seen managers fire for less, right? Like, Enzo Maresca actually was winning things and still got fired. So if you don't win anything, bro, this year with this squad, after all that money in the summer,
we've seen them fired for less, but we've also seen them extended for doing less. And so it's like, I feel like it could go either way.
Enzo was being messy. That's why he got fired. Like, he was being messy. Like they were doing well, but he was all that stuff that he was doing and leaking and saying to people, like it was just too much. It's too much. And they care way too much about appearances at that club because they are an unserious institution. But yeah, the managers. Obviously, we have like Marcus Silva at Fulham. What's going to happen with old boy at Crystal Palace? Like Crystal Palace doing so bad has been like the worst thing for Glasner's name because he was kind of lauded up there as being one of the good guys, but it's been announced that he's going to leave, and there are like 4 or 5 other players who have basically already said that they are leaving on top of it. so just the team doesn't care anymore, and that half of Crystal Palace's thing is they care way too hard and play way too hard in every single match. So there's Glasner, there's Fulham, there's Areola at Bournemouth. The question comes is, are there enough spaces that are like a move up for them? Because like, where can they all go that you're like, oh, this is going to be better for their career, instead of just being like a French Bournemouth or a German Bournemouth? Like, if they go to just like Leverkusen or something like that, it's basically the same thing. It's a slight bit more money, but not really, honestly.
We got 2 spots open in the Big Six, right? We'll have Spurs open. We'll have United guaranteed to be open. And then possibly we'll see what happens to Arsenal, right? So, like, I think Iraola is the best manager in the mid-table right now. What he's done at Bournemouth after losing his entire defense, for them to still be, like, and Semenyo, like, for them to still be competitive. And every match is a hard match when you play Bournemouth. Like, I think he's ready to make that leap. He's proven himself in the PL. He knows the teams. He knows the league. I think he would be a great hire for like United. Like, that would actually scare me as a City fan. Like, if United was to get him and you put him with that talent, it could get really scary.
Simo, what do you think about that?
I have another name in mind for the future United manager, and that was one of the names I had on my list. Mr. Vincent Company is who I would like to
Fuck
see.
off. Fuck off.
You're not getting him when Bayern win the Champions League. He's not leaving.
If that happens, I'm flying to New York and I will find you.
That's the funniest thing I've heard all week. Thank you for that laugh, Simo. That was great. You're a comedian, bro.
What a gentleman. What a man. Oh, man.
He's
Vincent
amazing.
Company.
I'm with you.
Bro, like, I made a video about it, but he just... Look, I've always thought it was so... Like I said, I love mocking City. It's the best thing in the world. City and Liverpool, all the smoke. I'll make fun of you until the day I die, right? Especially when Vincent Company was yelling at his players last year. It was great. It was so much ammo for me. But now it's all done, right? After Benfica played Madrid, Vinny gets racially abused. Jose Mourinho starts bringing up Eusebio. Then Vincent Company's like, whoa, let's talk about Eusebio. To me, that just it speaks to the class of a gentleman, like, you know, what kind of person he is, what kind of man he is. The fact that, you know, a lot of people might not even know anything about Eusebio outside of that he was a player that played a long time ago. But this is a guy that, you know, basically played under an incredibly racist colonial system in Portugal, right? And then he's considered one of Africa's first players, and he didn't even get to play for Mozambique, right? So Vincent Company bringing attention to the comments Jose Mourinho made. I don't care what happens on the pitch anymore. Bring me this guy. Let me shake your hand, sir. It's one of those things where I'm just like, this guy, he's great.
The thing I'm happiest for Vincent Company was when he first got there, he was just like focused on being a good manager, and his fits were fucked. But he's now starting to be dripped down. He's starting to wear those fits. Like, he's starting to, like, I'm like, that's Vincent Company. Let's go.
This is why I love you, Crunk. This is why I love this is the balance of our show, because I was like, oh, he's going to talk about something on the pitch or like the press or like Elise, and no, the fits, the fucking fits. And that's why you're
the fits are important.
It matters. The
you
aura
only do good if you look good. The aura, exactly.
I mean, Pep's pants told me we were winning that match. When I saw those trousers, I was like, there's no way we're losing. Have you seen that? Like, I was like, yeah, we're good. We're good.
Aura can also catfish you. It can also be very tricky, right? Like I said, I love Aura. Pep, I've looked up a pair of denim jeans Pep was wearing. I found out what the jeans were, and I went out and I purchased them myself. They weren't incredibly expensive. I get compliments on those jeans. That's because of Pep Guardiola. But Ruben Amorim tricked me. He came in wearing a Montclair jacket. I said, oh, this guy, of course he's a good manager. This jacket is an incredible jacket. The way I was deceived, never judge a book by its cover.
True. That's only part of it.
Well, that's why Pep has the receipts, right? He's elevated. His fits have gotten better, and they have eras. Like, remember the gray sweater cardigan, the coat cardigan? Like, that was a moment in PL history. Yeah. He has a defined look for every part of City's like trajectory, and it's beautiful to see. I mean, he's not like a boring suit like Sir Alex Ferguson. Fuck out of here. Like, we got flair, we got vibes. His wife is clearly doing the work over here. I appreciate her services to the club.
So I've been doing it wrong by copying Roy Hodgson. Is that what I'm hearing?
Yeah, got to do better.
It's a
Got to do
little
better.
It's a little Blazer,
classic, a
no?
little classic. Yeah.
Any fashion from when the Queen was alive, RIP, that's too old. We gotta progress.
That's a shame.
That's a shame. Man, it's I lost my train of thought. So
Well, I got a question. What will it
go
take
for
to
it.
get Jurgen Klopp back? You think he's ever going to come back to coaching in the Prem?
I don't. Like, he is being paid so much money by Red Bull to do fuck all. Like, it's such a good life. It's such a good life. Like, he doesn't want that stress. He was so over media, and like we're seeing it with Pep now. And I could see him staying for like 3 more seasons because he's so inspired by everything. And he is at that point where he's just like, I'll just tell you how I feel, you funny media people. And I'll talk about whatever I want because I'm Pep Guardiola. Or he could be doing this because he's like, I want to get out of here. I'm over these people. Like, the media is the biggest thing. This is funny. This is the conversation. This was a group chat conversation. Baltimore and British accents are the same.
Wild,
Real quick, say two.
I mean, to be fair, I'm in Maryland, so maybe I've just absorbed something.
Oh, you got both.
Oh, it's combining. It's combining.
You got both.
Osmosis is crazy. Like, yeah, we're all
A
becoming
Baltimore
one.
English accent is crazy.
Just kicking back some natty bows, yeah.
To the Klopp question though, he has no reason to come back. There's nothing more for him to do. Like, everything would be a drop off. Like, but I do think the Real Madrid links have always been fun to me because if you could get him playing that aggressive style theoretically, but he didn't. The language barrier, who knows? But like, I wouldn't want to see Real Madrid actually pressing. Like, that would be scary. They won't do it ever, but if they did, who knows what could happen?
Could you imagine?
German national team. Nagelsmann leaving after the World Cup. That might tempt him.
Yeah.
Ooh, Nagelsmann to Man United. How you feeling, Simo?
He might go national team.
Nagelsmann is incredible. Like I said, aura. I've never seen a man ride a bicycle and not lose aura, right? Bayern fired him for riding a bicycle. I'm okay with hiring him. It's totally fine by me.
No, I thought it was skateboarding. It was skateboarding, right?
Skateboarding. Yeah. That's what it was.
Skateboarding. Yeah, it was skateboarding. Yeah.
Now it's shaky.
I was like, wait, no, it was edgier than that. It was edgier.
Pep was on the bike. He was on the skateboard. Younger generation, less safe. Him at United also scary. Also very scary.
He would be incredible.
Yeah.
You're not keeping Carrick? He saved your season.
I would have no problem sticking with Carrick, but I don't know anything. Like I said, I thought Ruben Amorim would have been good too. Even though I was against 3 at the back, I thought he was going to work out somehow. But I'm totally fine with keeping Carrick. I'm also okay with getting a name like Nagelsmann. I said company. Like you said, he's about to win the Champions League with Bayern. Like, it's one of those things where I'll take what I can get. I no longer want to be deceived.
Ebony, go away. Ebony, goodbye. No, you were gone. Okay, bye, goodbye. Like, you said bye, goodbye.
Yes, Simo here is a United fan. He's a great follow on social media. Check out his YouTube channel. And I feel like Carrick technically is the right choice for what United needs at the moment. Because their problem is they've always been chasing either a name or someone who knows what it means to be United, or like that's kind of, or they were just being way too hipster and like trying to be like the smartest people in the room and getting like Ten Hag and all these other stuff. Like, you have something that is working right now. Why are you trying to get rid of it? Like, what? Yeah. Like, I don't get it at all.
If it was up to me, I'd keep him, right? He's been our interim manager before, and we always perform really well under him. I think in the last stint we played like 4, bring all the old heads back. Yeah, class of 2008. I don't want class of 92. I'm okay of those guys. Class of 2008 seems like a better group of guys.
Didn't Ole lead you all to the best finish since Ferguson when they got second place?
Yeah. I mean,
like, so it's something in this for, I think, the club.
So Ole did great, right? But Ole is also too much of a Carrick played for Tottenham, right? Carrick knows what football is outside of Manchester United, which is, I think, is a great benefit. Ole only kind of knows Manchester United. There were stories coming out when he would show up to the stadium, he wouldn't even park in the manager's spot because he said that still belongs to Sir Alex Ferguson. I don't think you can ever make an identity for yourself if you're always just constantly looking into the past. There's no way for you to make your own story. So I think Carrick is the kind of guy that, he doesn't constantly talk about what happened, right? He's always talking about what we should do looking forward. What happened in this game is as far as he'll go back. So I'm totally okay with Carrick. No aura, not much charisma, but it completely works for me. Those results are amazing. So I'm totally fine with Carrick. I mean, but if we were going to get a high caliber manager, I would be a little more hesitant, but ultimately accepting.
He's very charismatic. He's just from the Northeast,
I will say, look, to that, Ruben Amorim did more interviews than maybe training sessions ever. This guy, there were like 5 interviews dropping a week. Michael Carrick has been here before. You kind of don't see as many interviews coming out just as a fan, right? Like from him in the media. That's like a good sign for me almost. I'm like, this guy's a little bit more focused on the job.
I think that's also like the executives, right? They realize like, let's just keep it quiet. Things are good. United's in a really good place. Big lead. Like we know top 5 is going to get you Champions League. In a way, you can't bottle this now. Like you are making it to where you want to get back to Champions League. You can't fall off because now, what is it, 3 weeks between matches, right? With the international break and FA Cup. So it's like, you got to come back. Hope everybody's healthy after international break. And again, I want you all to falter. But if you don't, hey, it's cool. But y'all not my biggest rival. My biggest rival is Liverpool. I don't care about United. Liverpool's failures make me smile. Can we all just talk shit about Liverpool right now? Like, this is where we could all come together and laugh at Arne's slot.
They drew of us.
And that says it all. That says it all. That says it all.
Yeah, no, you're right, Ebony. United could for sure just completely ruin the rest of the season, and I guess we will see. But
has that United fan cut his hair yet?
No,
got to that point? No,
but I haven't seen much of him at all. Like I think he's doing the smart thing and just kind of like going low.
I blocked him 6 months ago, man.
Well, he peaked. He had that moment where they got to the 5th match and they got draw it. Like they didn't even lose. It was a draw. He should have just cut some of it. But he's also annoying for the fact that like he's choosing to let his hair be like that. He could easily like put that down into a ponytail. He could do whatever, but he's choosing to be annoying. So he deserves to have them go 4 and then draw 4, and that would be hilarious. I hope it happens again.
On my very first Thursday episode I did with you guys maybe a year and a half ago, then the first topic I brought up was players' haircuts and who had the best haircut in the Premier League. That's how much this shit means to me. Sorry for cursing, right? This means it means everything. So seeing what he's doing with himself, not a fan at all. It's almost an abomination. He's cursing at me.
Wait,
and I don't want to interact with
him. He's doing it for you specifically.
Who's worse, him or Mark Goldbridge?
It's got to be him.
Mark Goldbridge, man. Don't give me Mark Goldbridge.
Goldbridge has kind of won me over this year because he does content now. Like he's gotten a little bit less annoying.
I don't take him seriously. I just don't take him seriously. Like he just is who he is. Like I don't. And honestly, it all just seems so like fake. Like he'll just be watching. He'll just like, oh gosh darn it, oh come on United, oh like he just like you can tell there's no joy in his eyes anymore. Like that spark is gone. He's just doing it because he's being paid very well. I think that's hilarious. Like
I thought you were talking about Goldbridge's hair for a second, so I went to look. I was like, did he do something to it?
If we could put those two together.
Could you imagine he did the same thing? He joined Strand. Oh yeah, and honestly, I kind of feel bad for the United Strand kid because like, it was all supposed to be like in jest. Like, they're surely going to get 5 games in a row. And now, year plus,
5 games in a row is
people are
hard, dude. I don't
pulling
even win
his
5
hair.
games
Yeah.
in a row on
Trafford.
FIFA.
That's
5
what I'm
games in
saying.
a row is
Everyone hates him.
impossible.
Everyone hates him now, and it's like, bro, all I wanted to do was this cheeky little thing for social media, and now I can't go anywhere without getting spat on. Like it's like his life is not great.
Dude, I'm a Puritan. As soon as he did an ad with like a gambling company, that's it. I was done.
Oh, he
Now
did
I
an
have
ad
to
for a
move
gambling
on.
company. Was it steak?
I was like 1x better. So I don't even know actually. Like off the top of my head, I don't
okay,
know.
I was gonna say it's probably
it wasn't a big one. It wasn't a super big one.
It's but also he's got to get that money while he can, because the day
gotta
they finally
capitalize.
get that, everybody's gonna
That
like
15 minutes.
that like block him ever. There's like
We
don't
brought
do
him up
anything
more
about
than
him.
he's been brought up socially, like because again, United haven't played enough matches. So he hit his peak, and now he's falling off. Like he won't come up again until that moment.
Until it Arne and lifetime contract, build a statue. Everton might honestly. I'm sure they're thinking about it. He's I mean, we went this far. Salah, he's announcing I'm out of here. It's wild. Bro is announcing 3 months in advance, 2 months in advance that I'm leaving.
That's what I did.
How's
at
that
my last
wild? Didn't
job.
Kevin do the
I
same
hated my
thing?
last job.
I was like, you need.
Was it that early?
2 months.
Yeah,
notice.
we knew ahead of time. Yeah. But
Well,
Jamie
we
Carragher,
knew the
fuck you,
season.
because he called
We
him
knew
the
the whole
sixth
season.
best Liverpool player. That is insane. That man has won 2 Premier League titles.
Did he
Before
list
him,
the
they
top
won
5?
0.
He
I
has to
don't
keep that
care.
energy.
He
has to
said
keep
he
that
was
energy.
6, bro. That is wild.
Jamie's
I mean,
gonna
if you go
listen.
all the way back, like you'd be like Gerrard, Ian Rush,
Yeah.
like Kenny Dalglish, you know,
Gerard, loser, slipper, didn't win a PL.
Jack
Like
Hitler.
that's the thing. Like who's won the most and is like top 10 or top 7 in like assists and goals in Premier League history? Come on, man.
It's Carragher. What do you
That's
expect?
disrespectful.
He's just
Yeah,
doing
I
it
mean,
to get us talking about
He's
it.
gonna pick his.
Of course,
Uh-huh.
yeah. But it's just like it's
He
so
knows that's
disrespectful
okay.
to Salah. Like
He's just
he
spinning his
deserves so much
nonsense
more.
around. Yeah.
Pep was better. His comments were like, "Yeah, we had a game plan, and he would just ruin us every time.
And he
Like
would.
and he would. And he put the
would.
fear of God in me. Him and Mane and Firmino, the scariest matches of my life. Like I was just on pins and needles the whole time.
Like I still close my eyes and I think about the pirouette he did around Cancelo, and then just knock the ball in past Ederson. Like truly, I like wake up with cold sweats in the middle of the night sometimes. Like it's dark times. So I'm happy he's getting out of here. He's gonna go to the MLS. Shout out NYCFC. I don't know where he's gonna go. Honestly, I don't know where he's gonna go, but it's
Have you heard of a league in Saudi Arabia?
I was like, he's gonna get that Saudi money.
Get that Saudi money, be with his folks. You know, it's
Right.
easy, no issues. Ramadan is observed. Everybody's happy. Like I just feel like that's where he should go and get that, because that was the link before the contract. They're not going away.
I just don't know people, because even we're talking about people who've had their peaks and are gone. Like Saudi aren't spending the money like they used to be in all the conversations. Like people aren't necessarily talking about them like that anymore. Obviously, they will spend the money for Salah, but he's obscurity is going to hit for Mans, because I'm not a Ronaldo person, but Ronaldo going to the Saudi league really didn't do much to move the needle. So I don't know how much Salah's going to do.
I feel like he would go there. I mean, similar, basically what you said, like what Benzema did, go there more for like the community and the culture aspect rather than anything. Especially now, like, would he want to come to America?
But then Benzema went there and then realized, oh, actually, the culture that I love, I can't do that here.
Dude,
so I'm
Benzema's
not
Ryan
fun.
Shirky 1.0. All right,
Yeah.
This guy's outside. Saudi is
Salah,
not what he was
very
interested in
different.
doing.
Family man. Like this man literally
Fair,
changed
yeah.
Islamophobia
Yeah.
in Liverpool.
Yeah.
Like that article was really good, by the way. How he's actually made Liverpool less racist.
Yeah.
It's helpful. Like incredible.
Yeah,
Mark.
Salah will fit better in the Saudi league, than Benzema for sure.
It's bittersweet, man. Look, my full name is Mohammed. Simo is the Moroccan nickname. It's what Mohammeds are called in Morocco a lot of the time. So Simo. But you know, growing up, there was never a Mohammed baller that was just incredible. And then by the time I'm a young man, Mohamed Salah is on the scene. I already have a team. You know, I've already been supporting Manchester United my whole life so far. So I'm not interested in switching. And then he joins Liverpool. And it's one of those things where you want to hate him. I'm like, I used to have, it's hard to believe I used to have long curly hair. I was like, this guy almost looks like me. This is incredible. Like what he's doing. And then he would come to United and dunk on us in Old Trafford, breaking statistics only R9 ever did. So you start looking at it like, what is this? What's going on here? So I'm upset that, a Mohamed will be leaving the Premier League, an incredible player. I need Mohamed Kudus to step it up because right now a lot is relying on you, bro. Right? I'm putting all my energy into you now. Salah is gone, bro. It's time for you to do something.
As the league's Mohamed representation.
Look, man, I voted for you. It is what it is.
Is Salah the greatest African Premier League player ever?
Bro, I'm a United fan, man. I don't care about Salah. No, I'm just kidding. The
whole thing just goes away. That's hilarious.
I don't know. Like, Drogba's incredible.
Because it's like what him, Drogba,
Drogba's incredible, and Torre's incredible. But
Torre, those are probably top three.
Yeah. Salah punished me the most in my life. So
Same.
As a Moroccan, Salah punished me with Egypt in 2019. Salah has been punishing Manchester United for the past 7 years. So to me, yeah, probably right. And also, I wanted him. I wanted the guy to win a Ballon because I was like, a Mohamed winning a Ballon. Things just keep getting better for us.
He was robbed that year. Y'all won. He was robbed because I thought he did.
Dembele is still Dembele. I've been absolutely obsessed with him for years too. So I was happy with whoever really was going to take it.
Yeah, him or Rafinha. That was a great top three though. I would take any of those. They all balled out last year.
Yeah, and I see you have Marmouche on there as a topic. We call him Prince of the Egypt. I have a whole meme where I just slap his face over the cover of the Prince of Egypt movie. So every time he scores, I share that meme. He's gonna have to take the Egypt mantle in the Premier League. I hope he's ready for it. I hope he's there's so many conversations of players who could possibly leave, and he's one of them. I don't think he's going to. Because who has 100 million to buy this dude who technically isn't playing a bunch of minutes? So it's just that factor, really. I'm sure he might want to go somewhere that he can play more than 2,500 minutes a season. But yeah, I'm a big fan of him. I love the way that he plays. Why did you put him in the topic?
Well, honestly, I was going to ask about your thoughts on him. I think he's phenomenal. I've had the pleasure now to see him in real life play against Senegal. He didn't do great, but still, watching Salah and Marmouche both play, it was incredible. So that's my thing, really. If you had to bring the price down, what do you think it would be? Because he has an open spot. He doesn't have to sell his house. He could just take a different road and get to another team. But obviously, that's not going to happen.
Chill out.
I'm here for business, baby. I'm trying to make things happen. XN. Expected nutmegs is the name of the game.
I do think, honestly, 60. It would be 60 after next season because then you got to think about they spread out the value of the contract or the transfer over the length of the contract. So I think by next year, that would be a profit. And it would be good work. Alvarez was a huge profit because we bought him for so low. So we had to take it. He had to go. He was ready for that move. But now he wants to come back. I heard Premier League links for him, right? Arsenal getting him would scare the hell out of me. But I don't think when you think about who can you go to, no, please stop. Who can he get to pay the money? There's only PSG, Bayern, it's only the biggest clubs in the world who can afford him. And I don't think we're going to be let him go because honestly, I think Haaland needs to play less as we've seen in 2026. I think Marmouche has a real spot and does something so different than Haaland. It gives us a variance of attack that we need. Because Haaland isn't nearly as, it sounds bad to say this, he's not nearly as agile as he was. You watch those clips from 23, 24, that man looked like a robot for real. He was going so fast. He doesn't look like that anymore. It's he's getting older a little bit. So I think keeping him fresh will be important. I want to see more Marmouche next season.
Maybe you need to send him out.
I say 70.
Send him somewhere on loan. Let him develop for a bit. Maybe a team that could do with a lift and has a black hole in attack, right? And we'll get him back and He'll be ready to take it from Haaland if you want to sell him for 500 million.
Send him to London with it.
Yeah.
Be like that.
You know, if especially
Do you
if,
think
like,
he's a
get-
criminal?
topping him
Why
up
do we
in the
want to send him
championship, you know?
like terrible? Why do we want to do that to him? We actually like him. Like we respect him. He's done great things. He helped us get a Carabao Cup by killing Newcastle. He's guaranteed for a brace against Newcastle. Like
Yeah.
we don't want to do that to that man.
Let's find out if he
Like,
can do it on a rainy day in Lincoln. That's
rainy day. I think you all could raid our academy though. If you need some loanees, we got players that are ready. Go get what's his name, Ryan McAdoo. Take him. You can go get Devin Mukasa. Like you could have a City South. Like, do what Chelsea did.
Yeah.
Just do what Chelsea did. They take all these.
more willing to like deal with Spurs now that Levy's not around. You know, I'm curious about like the outside perception.
I think that's
on that.
every club.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Yeah, but we'll see.
Yeah, I'm sure it does feel like Levy did irreparable damage between City and Tottenham, because that's even what I've heard from some people. They're just like, yeah, I don't see City ever working with Tottenham. Like it's just
Yeah.
the beef is real there. Like
Yeah.
that's a team that they actually don't like. So and also, I mean, obviously, if you do a loan, you wouldn't have to worry about facing them. But we already have this weird curse with Tottenham. So to send then any of our players that we would then have to face, like sell, it just that would upset me. Just like it, man. I actually wasn't hearing the Alvarez. I knew he wanted to leave, but if he ends up at Arsenal,
I think Arsenal and Chelsea are the two clubs that are rumored right now.
I mean,
I feel like if it's always that, then I mean they're always in the mix, right? But
yeah,
Chelsea seems to always grab players that you feel should go elsewhere.
and they're such a they have too many players making too much money. It's like, who are you going to get rid of to bring in Alvarez? But also, that's
sell
like
your women's team to
everybody's
again for profit over
Again.
and over again. You just do it.
I mean, they do that on the women's side too. Everyone goes there. Like they just keep collecting players.
Except now, can we pivot to women's football? Is that okay?
yeah. Let's
Yeah.
go for it.
Because I do want to get your thoughts, DT. Like that was a crazy match. How did you feel? Like, give me the whole rundown of your game watching experience.
The Champions League first leg.
Yeah, Chelsea.
Yeah. I mean, it was great. I mean, Chelsea, it's one of those teams, you know, like Champions League is another monster, right? And so, but going into it, I was confident, but then you also never know. And it's hilarious, like hearing our friends who are Chelsea fans be like, oh, we know this game plan, like Arsenal's going to come out and win 3-1 and blah, blah, blah. And all of us are like, nah, we know Chelsea. Like, they're going to say this all the time. And, you know, they were right. Like, I'll give it to them. They got the scoreline right. 3-1, Arsenal win. Perfect. But yeah, I like felt confident going into it. Just seeing, like, it's been funny / I mean, I don't know. It's just a weird, like, decline for Chelsea at the moment. They're in a little bit of a bump. And I don't really know why. Obviously, they're gonna like Sonia is probably the biggest part of it and her tactics. But to me, it's hilarious, and I love this. And like, if you listen to the 12, and Trev has said this multiple times, like knocking out Chelsea in the Champions League would be the best thing, and like the only better thing would be beating them in the final of the Champions League, to prevent them from getting one again, and then like. But anyway, so it was a good first leg. We needed the win at home, multiple goal lead going into Stamford Bridge. Obviously, away is going to be a bit harder, but I feel confident. You can never count them out, and like especially Lauren James, she and Alyssa Thompson are the only two who are keeping them in anything.
Same curve.
That goal was crazy. Has anybody ever seen a goal that looked that easy from that far out? Like it was like she barely had a kick about.
It literally looked like AI. It legitimately, like the way that, like you said, she nonchalantly kicked it and it just like flew to the upper corner. Just like, yeah.
And she does that all the time.
Yeah, she's amazing.
She does that all the time. She's one of the best like poachers ever that you can see. Like she'll just come running at the back line or running at the keeper, and before they can blink, she's on top of them and like can steal the ball and whatever. So I literally like she and Thompson are the two scariest players on Chelsea. Sam Kerr coming back, she's still not at her like peak. She's been playing a lot more for Australia during the cup, but still I'm not like too scared of her. It's the other two though.
The Myra Ramirez transfer rumors, like her going to Real Madrid, is interesting because I think if she came back next season to Chelsea, then it's like, okay, their front three with Lauren James, Thompson, and
Yeah.
Ramirez, it gets scary. But if she goes to Real Madrid, now I'm like, yes, and City could go for a back-to-back. I think she's that important because Myra's like,
Yeah.
she's like Bunny. Like she's killed City in the
Yeah.
past, and I was so scared of her.
She's injured so often now though. That's like it's hard to tell how far she can go. But yeah, you're right. I think if I think she will leave. But that will be a blow to Chelsea. But good for the rest of us.
Yeah, talking about aura, going from Emma Hayes to Sonia Simeon, Sonia Bonpastor. I call her that so much that like that's what I go. Yeah, Sonia Bonpastor. Like that woman is unmoisturized. Like her hair always looks dry. Like she just looks like she's miserable all the time, and it has
Bro,
now like soaked into her team. Yes. Like her static would take the balloon, just like explode. It's like again, I don't feel bad for Chelsea, but it is just insane going from Emma, who is like this bright personality who
so much aura,
stands up, to then the complete opposite, who plays like the most bland, boring football. Like imagine having Lauren James on your team and you go, hey, stop running. Like you don't.
That's why Lauren has to do all those things and just be like, fine, I'll shoot from here. Fine, I'm just gonna kick it.
Right. Oh, it's insane.
This is really quality crunk because you roasted her, and I love that. Everybody can get it, man or woman. Like I love that about Shades of Blue because that was a great roast. And a couple years ago, I don't know if I would have been comfortable. Now I'm like, forget it. Her hair looks terrible. We all see it. It's a fact.
Roast and equality. Yeah, I gotta show you this. I pulled up this picture. This is from, I don't know if you can see, March of last year. I ran into her in Battersea Park. She was just there. And what I want to do
photo
now,
with the ops?
Yeah, photo with the ops. I like saw her and I was like, that has to be her. But she was with her 2 kids, so I didn't want to like go and interrupt or anything. And I wasn't sure. But then I heard her speaking in French and whatever, and I was like, okay, that's her. And so anyway, went up to her. But I want to like see now if after this moment, is this when Chelsea's decline started? Like that was I want to see their record before and after and see. Maybe that changed something.
You do.
This was right in the middle of that like span where what Chelsea and City played like 3 or 4 times back to back to back to back, whatever. It was one of those.
Oh no.
Was it near the Peace Pagoda on the Thames in Battersea Park? Was it just kind of a special place, or
it was like
drawing some energy somehow?
I don't know. It was like there was a little children's park, sort of close to the track, but yeah, I couldn't tell you exactly where. Battersea Park is a maze in itself, but yeah, it was just hilarious that I just ran into her.
Way to add
of all the people,
a tinge of pain to my heart, because when I was in Manchester walking back drunk to my hotel, my phone was dead, so I didn't know where I was going. I was just walking, and that's when I bumped into Niels Nilsson and had a nice conversation with him. But I was like, I also can't photograph this, but I'm going to talk to you literally as long as I can. So it was and he's smoking a cigarette, so he's like, hey, you have until my cigarette's done. So like I caught him right when he lit, so it was a great conversation. But yeah, I don't have any proof. I just have to be like, guys, I'm Niels Nilsson.
Got the cigarette bud, man.
Yeah.
This is a cigarette bud, people. I promise. Oh man, I love it. Okay, I am intrigued by this. Best stadiums in the championship. Have you done like research? For this?
He's like, I'm ready.
Because obviously, like Tottenham would take over that if they got relegated.
But there was a question in the chat that was like, would you have to close half the stadium? And I think
I was gonna say, are you allowed to use Tottenham Hotspur Stadium?
Rent it out.
That is that is gonna change to just the Beyonce Stadium. Sorry.
Yeah.
Hey, we got that in a go-kart track. There was talk about switching Spurs women to go play at the stadium and men go play at the.
Only one would be in top league. I think it's fair.
Exactly, like you get priority. I mean, there is a sadness in this that the Spurs team, like the men's team, could suck the women's team down, right? because like that investment's gonna take things away from the women, which sucks because they're in the best moment in ages.
Yeah,
It's
they're
probably
doing
the FA
really
Cup
good.
run.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, best stadiums. Like, if I was over there, like, my family lives near Oxford, and the Kassam Stadium just has 3 stands. So like seeing Spurs play in that, I'd be all over it. Like 20 minutes from my parents' house, see them in this place, which is like barely even a functional sort of stadium that a professional team should be playing in. That sounds good. But it really, I mean, I was looking through them like, okay, Ashton Gate, Bristol City. Yeah, I'd go to Bristol. That's cool. Yeah, there's a few. I don't know about going to Portman Road now with all the kind of weird Farage stuff that Ipswich have been involved in.
Yeah, that was weird.
That was weird. Really weird. Official club of reform.
It's unfortunate Luton Town went down again, because then you could walk through some
No,
of the
it's
stadium
not.
to,
No,
to,
it's
to go to the
not.
games.
We'll save that for the
Get
season
them
after
outta
next.
here.
Okay.
So yeah, there's a
For those that
there's
don't
some big
know,
ones
Crunk
down
hates
there.
Luton Town.
If it isn't obvious.
Yeah, there's some big stadiums down there. You got like, I'm looking at it now, like Riverside Stadium for Middlesbrough. That's a big one, you know. Like there's some
Yeah, it is.
Coventry Stadium, St Andrews, I think, Pride Park for Derby. Like, sure, they're not elite tier, but these are big teams that are down there in the championship, and it's kind of a reminder, like, you know, how fragile things can be if you don't have like elite stability or money behind you. Like, you're always on that knife edge if you don't keep pace. So
What
kind of why I
makes for a
wanted to
good
bring it up.
stadium? Like, what's your criteria?
For me, I
Yeah.
don't like new ones. I like an old one where you can kind of smell the history. Like Loftus Road QPR Stadium's great because you feel like you could catch tetanus at any point. Like, old style turnstiles that like you can barely fit through. They're pretty good. I think that, and especially if it's in like it better integrated into the city. You know, like you walk around and you feel like it's a community club.
Yeah.
You know? That's what I like about the new Spurs Stadium. Is like you still walk down the high road, and there's still all those shops there. Then you turn a corner and there's this spaceship, but that's cool. I like that.
Interesting.
That's
I
funny.
love that.
There's some nice dead air for you. Sorry.
Oh no, you're fine. No, you're fine. You're fine. Well, honestly, we normally go about like an hour or so. We don't push it too crazy here. So we are squared away. We are done for this week. I appreciate you, Deep D, Iain, and Simo. Always a good time chatting with you. Like I said, Iain, next time City and Tottenham play each other, hopefully that happens again.
I couldn't have come on like 2 times earlier this season.
If only we connected sooner, because
right.
the Tottenham people that I have on, and I think it may be also because of the season, they're like inconsistently on social media, so I can't really get a hold of them too often. So it's nice to have as many Tottenham supporters as I can.
There's too many of us. I'm all right being a bronze medal. That's fine.
And Simo, not necessarily best of luck, but you know, the best of luck. Continue to exist at Manchester.
I wish you healthy players, Simo. Just healthy players. That's all I got for you.
Thank you, gentlemen. Thank you.
That's kind.
Yeah. And while we're talking about pitching players coming to each other's clubs, if they seem to continue to want to push Kobe Mainu out, like I think he would look very good in Sky Blue.
I might have to personally intervene in that matter. So we'll see.
And D, always a pleasure. Check her out on the 12th. It is our WSL podcast in the Shades of Blue network. She also does so many other podcasts. So somehow, some way, vroom vroom, you can hear her and her takes. If Arsenal want to just focus on Champions League, you have 2 more games to play in the league. So if you don't mind, dropping points in both of those and just make it easier for us to just enjoy the final 4 games of the league, that would be appreciated.
No can do. I'm like, for me, I don't know about the rest of Arsenal fan base, but I would rather take the league than Champions League. Maybe it's also because I like saw the women win Champions League, so I'm like, okay, I've got one in my arsenal, literally. So it's like, I need the
Wow,
someone to live the league.
That was too good.
Boo. boo. Oh man, I appreciate it. Okay, so next week coming on the lit stream, we for our city fan, we got Amy MCFC. She's having a great time at Dodgers opening night right now.
Yes, sir.
Then we got shout out to Gal Pal Sports. We got Leslie Ryder. Happy birthday, by the way. She will be on to commiserate about the Stars. Oh my god, they are so bad. And I mean, speaking of teams who are playing in a disappointing fashion, we got Marge coming through, capo for Gotham. Amazing human being. It's going to be a fun episode next week. We will be back for City Women's Manchester Derby. We'll be doing a watch along Saturday. As soon as I finish uploading it, we will have our match preview for that Manchester Derby. The homie Holloway came through and we had a nice conversation about City and United and the match coming up this weekend. And just confirmed, coming soon for you. Chopping it up for the first time with Ryan Hunn of Stadio. He's coming on. Gonna have a nice conversation.
Let's go.
That'll be all out on Patreon, so check that out. Until next time, you know the vibes. Shady gang, shady gang, shady.